Yeah, and like the truth is, we can say the same about some supplements too. That it's, I mean, the mindset is so important, and self confidence and self belief, and so again, like to make the comparison to like elite athletes, for example, um, there's a billion supplements out there, all but five basically probably don't work. But if you survey, the Olympic gold medalists in across sports for the last 20 years, 90% of them are taking an array of supplements. So it's like, hold on, how do we square this circle? Like, you're telling me I shouldn't be taking these supplements, and yet all the people who are winning all the races are taking the supplements. Yeah. And so if I'm giving advice to an elite athlete, it's not like, stop taking all your pills, because sometimes that's like, yeah, take off all your clothes, throw away your stilts, whatever. It's like, no, that stuff's probably not doing anything, but it's part of this process that's giving you the belief that when you step to the start line, you're more prepared. You have a secret weapon that the other people don't have, or you've done this thing, you've been on this journey. So there's like, and these things it's not about what the pill is doing in their muscle cells or whatever. It's about what it's doing to their mindset. And so
Yeah.
the ways that just going on keto or taking a pill or taking a supplement or doing something that someone you trust has told you is going to help you, sometimes that gives you the self-efficacy to then say, I can stick with this. It's difficult, but I know I can do it because I've got this multi-pronged approach. And so
Right.
it's really, it can be, uh, maybe not self-defeating, but I'm cautious about specifically telling people don't do X, Y, or Z if it gives them confidence and gives them belief. As a general philosophy, my feeling is the more you can have confidence in that you're doing it and not the pill is doing it, that you're the one who's making these changes, the better.
Right.
But if the pill helps, or if the I don't want to say gimmick, but the whatever the specific approach that may not be evidence supported, if that's helping you get there, then maybe it has some role independent of the biochemistry of it.
That's really interesting, and it made me think, everything. I try to just recognize my anecdotal experience with like that's how I categorize stuff, and I realized like there was a time in my life where I have four kids. When they got sick, my wife was just overwhelming them with vitamin C, and I kind of went like, what are you doing? And she said, it attaches to viruses and carries them off. And I said, that's just not true at all. Like, what are we doing with the vitamin C? And I think part of it was just like the kid is miserably sick and there's not much to do to comfort them. But if you actively have this ritual in place that they at least think you're doing something helpful, that could set them at ease, rather than just saying it's going to suck, just allow it to suck.
100%. And like, boy, was I glad when my parents gave me tons of vitamin C when I had a cold. So thank goodness now we're taking care of this illness. And there's a kind of move in sports science, to say, the placebo effect is a dirty word, right? You're giving me a placebo. Like, what are you trying to trick me? So there's a guy, I'm blanking on his name, but a sports scientist from Australia who worked with Australian cyclists and swimmers. And then he came over and worked with the Philadelphia 76ers for a while. And I think he's gone back to Australia now, but he wrote a paper saying, let's rebrand it. It's not the placebo effect. It's the belief effect. And the
Right.
belief effect is something we should harness. It's a positive. Not that you're going to try and trick your athletes or whatever, but we need to understand that the power of the mind is important. That part of, I mean, even just the part, like a coach-athlete relationship is a placebo, or call it a belief effect. If you believe that your coach knows stuff, then when the workout you're doing, you're like, yeah, this is the right workout. And so I'm making progress. And that gives you confidence to carry, not just when you step to the line in a competition, but to carry forward with your training, to keep doing the little things because you feel like you're on the right path.